Well, that's strange. Okay, let me pause this. Home. Okay, good. Hmm. People will show up soon enough. I got a weird message at the start there. Something about what are super stickers? And that's something that's new here. It says I qualify for some gadget or something. Uh, I don't know. Anybody know what super stickers is? Anyone? Okay. Here's what's going on. I got so much stuff on my desk here, and it's got to go away. Really, seriously, people have been begging me. I have not done a sale in, you ready? 2 months. Uh, I'm seriously getting way behind. Well, anyway, there's stuff piled up. I've organized some things. There are things that will never ever be. I have not gone through these boxes. They just keep getting fuller and fuller. Can you ever sleep? Oh, not since the accident. But I am talking again, so that's good. All right, let's see what we got here. This is just stuff that's filling the desk. I don't know what to do with it. What do you do with it? Well, I figured I'd put together some packages. Those $25 packages that I did 2 months ago were pretty popular. I just found out going through it that there was one that was never shipped out, and it was in the middle of the notes. So I just sent him because I can't find a record of that ever even being shipped. It was off invoice. So I sent him a nice little letter and said sorry, and gave him a refund. What he bought? What do you know? Okay, well I've got to get this stuff tidied up, and I'll need a box. Oh, let's get this out of here. Don't put it up there. What the hell is this? Why, it's a Washington Quarter book. All right, I don't know what's in there. Yeah, the stuff piles up, and somewhere on the desk is a 1931S. I'd like to find that before Sunday. So I thought I'd just do a late night marathon and see who's in. Why is that so crooked? Look at this here. That's even worse. Is that better? Yeah, that looks good. Hey, Mike White, how are you? Well, those $25 packs were pretty popular. People jumped on them. I think what I did was oversell the darn thing, which is why the one package never got shipped. Oh, that isn't working right. Well, gee, somebody wants something. I want to make sure they get it. There, it's on the wrong side. Look through your hands. Yeah. Yes, it is. I will probably fall asleep. Me too. I took the pills, those the pink ones, them ones. You can't see it. Those they make you sleepy like poppies. Anyway, I've got so many coins here. A lot of them are labeled up and ready to go. Some of them I still have to stick in a special box so I can take pictures. Can you make up a $25 box for Lincolns? Yeah, that's probably the easiest thing to do. The people have been asking for stuff. Paula's been begging. Okay. But I know varieties aren't going to work. Oh, look, here's this one. Varieties, I'm not offering varieties right now. Oh, this is a neat one. It just showed up. You heard of the pooping horse? We found this one months ago. Found it again. $25 box for Lincolns. Okay, this is a 2000. I don't know what it is. Let's see what it is. It's a 2015 quarter. Look, it's got a die chip on his tail. You heard of the pooping horse? This is a pooping bird. Yeah, that works. Okay. That's the kind of thing I'm talking about for the varieties that aren't leaving the desk. Well, they should leave the desk. Oh, what's that? No, that's nothing. So Reverend Dave wants Lincolns. What kind of Lincolns? I mean, small date, large date type stuff, old wheats, BU wheats. I'm still trying to find those shining steels, the steel cents. Let's see, there's an RPM. Okay, this is a variety box. 1916 with a lamination of verse. See, that's the kind of thing that would go. What's it look like? It's in plastic. Okay, you're pretty wore out. It's looking, I've got some marks on it. Lamination. Oh, okay, that would be this up here at the top of his head. All right, that's the sort of thing that would go out. Okay, the DDO stays. What's that one? Identical polish marks on something. On what? On a couple of 1950Ds. All right. But I got a bunch of these things, so let's get them out of here. Your choice. Wheaties. Okay, let me get, what's this? Let me get something to stick in here so it doesn't flop over. And let's get the list of what people want. And then I'll get a hold of you and we'll work it out and stuff. Here, you look at this for a minute. That's an old dime. Reverend Dave. Okay, this is a want list. Because I got that clipboard now, so hopefully I keep these notes in one place instead of several layers, because it's hard to find this. You can't find the stuff like that. Let's know what I operate. What is that? Okay, Reverend Dave. $25 pack. Wheats. There you go. And we'll get together. You can better tell me what you're looking for. Old ones, new ones, shiny ones, fancy ones. If they got potato chips stuck to them, I could probably find all those too. All right. So let's see if what the hell is that 16? That's a lamination outburst. That goes into this box, and I'll assemble some packs and then probably have them up Friday night. Here's a 1907. Yeah, that's really, you can see that good. This Value Hunter. Ta-da. Oh, that's in better shape. What's that doo-doo? That doo-doo? Oh, that's some kind of loose doo. Okay, we'll just get that the hell out of there. What is that? Is that still? Yeah, doo-doo. Okay, soft doo-doo. 927. Good. Okay, let's get this out of here. What is this? That's out of here. All of the above. Just a mix. What, are you trying to put together a set of Lincolns? Yeah. Paul says, I've started working on a penny book for my 3-year-old grandson. Good shiny wheats would be great, especially the 43s. I've got some, and I've been hunting for those for months. Every now and then I stop what I'm doing, take everything on the desk, throw it on a box, and start over. So I've got several of these boxes around here. And there's some really good stuff in them, I swear it. But finding it, frig it, I'll get to it one day. If I don't, well, it's okay. It's protected. They're probably in holders. Okay, 1907. That's a decent one right there. Okay, that goes in the get it out the door box. Give me a separator. Here we go. Because you got to have something in there so they don't just flop all over the place. Is that okay? He's only 3. Man, by the time you finish that set, he'll be 23. Then he'll be ready. What's this one? All right, so it's not just pennies. You got to figure the kids have to learn the value of money. Why money exists. They have to have some concept of money before coin collecting starts to take on in importance. Some can pick it up as art, right? It's kind of neat. Here's a little flat thing. It's metal. It's hard. It tastes good. And it's got a buffalo on it. Okay, but really they have to get into the understanding of what the money is before coin collecting starts to make sense to them. Otherwise, it's just a bunch of toys. And usually this takes place somewhere between 8 and 10. You don't get too many people that start to collect coins before the age of 10. Every now and then, you do. But how long after they figure out, there's pennies and there's nickels and there's dimes and there's quarters. It's a long process before they realize, oh, look, each of these, oh, that's an RPM. Each of these has a date on it. Right? They have these little letters on them. Some are really shiny, for example. That's an RPM. What's that one? All right, throw that in here. A small date zinc. Some of these have to be saved out for classes. So I need a class box, don't I? You know, and then they get into, oh, I want to have one of each one. So they get a 72, 73, 74. Then maybe after that they realize, okay, that's a 73D in there, but I don't have a 74D, so they start to build their collection that way. A date collection is the easiest one to put together. I hope you do too, man. But if you get the coins, you get a 3-year-old grandson, yeah, 7, 8, 10 years, he might be ready for that sort of thing. And if he doesn't get into it, if he doesn't pick it up as a hobby, well, he's still got the darn coins, and maybe somebody in their family would like them. Does he give them away to them, or sell them, or trade them? You know, maybe he likes baseball or something. The kid who likes the coins got a baseball bat. Dude, that's a perfect trade right there. I could think of no better use for the darn things than use one hobby that you're not stoked on to promote another hobby that you are. Well, okay, so you trade Indian pennies for baseball bats. Trade a set of pennies for something you want. Maybe it's bakeware, computers, or that game they got. I figure by the time it's done, he'll be old enough to understand it and enjoy it. Man, you know, 12-year-olds or 10-year-olds, just having a lot is sometimes the thing. Not necessarily the quality, but they like to have a lot of them. Here's a whole bag of buffalo nickels. Dude, they'll go nuts over that. And that's another way to, you know, for the young kids especially. What do you got here? Die chip on the left side. For the young kids especially, they count how many wheat pennies they have. It's not what dates they have. Okay, that's a die chip, all right. It's not the dates and the mint marks and the quality, but they have 37 buffalo nickels. Ooh, I've got 65 wheat pennies. Well, geez, it doesn't take much to just set aside a couple of hundred wheat pennies because they're going to be all over that. Okay, that's over polished. Looks like a clash behind his head. Okay, that stays on the variety side. What's that one? Greaser. There's nothing there. All right, but stuff like this, these funny ones. It's not just giving the kid, you know, a sack of buffaloes. It doesn't matter if they're in great shape or not, right? I mean, something like that's inexpensive, and you've got something set aside for them. That's a greaser. Okay, and really, you can set aside all kinds of things. What if you got with his parents? This your grandson? What if you got with your child to give them, you know, one sack of coins each year, you know, for the next 10 years. Maybe you're gone, but the presents live on. That's a neat thing. Here's a sack of silver Roosevelt dimes. Here's a sack of wheat pennies, right? Here's a little envelope with a mint set from the year the kid was born, or maybe you were born. Yep. Whose channel you got, Paula? Well, go sub to it, whoever it is. This one? Yep. What's that? 2014 Utah. And if you're doing something like that, you can give them a progression of coins. You know, this year they get a sack of a couple of hundred wheat pennies. That's our channel. We have a channel, or is that the? Let me look. I think it's probably the community. No. Okay. Actually, I have that up here twice. Check this out. I figured I'd take the opportunity to talk. So look, where is it? I got it over here. There's a Community Coin Network, and it's over there, Community Coin Network. Yeah, Shay and I are going to have a live stream Saturday, but that's going to be invitation only. Let's see, where was I? We're on this one. I can't see nothing. Oh, that's the chat. And we're going to talk up different things we're working on. Needs more content, I guess. Okay, this is a die chip, the balancing rock. So I think that's up at the top here. Let's see. Yep, right there, right on the top. Yeah, that's a balancing rock. That shouldn't be there at all. That's kind of like a snow on the roof sort of thing, where the die just kind of sagged. Okay, that's what that is. But what a great idea. You give the kids something every year. You're gone, but it's his birthday, and here's something from Grandpa he wanted you to have. Maybe it's a set of Jefferson nickels from the 30s, 40s, 50s, right? Excuse me? It does need more content. Well, we can invite you. You can participate. I'll tell you what, if you're watching the show and you email me, say, let me in, maybe we'll think about it. But then later on, you can include some of these funny things, right? This kid on his 14th birthday gets a BIE, right? Where you have that die chip in between the B and the E, or several. There's all kinds of different varieties. Kind of neat. You know, for his 16th birthday, he gets a commemorative $50, one of the old ones, right? Like a pilgrim or something that's really going to give his little collection a new centerpiece. A sympathy, well, you're on the list. No, really. I wouldn't do that without inviting you. Okay. Much as you do, all the moderators will be in. We're going to invite Nightbot, for Christ's sakes. It'll be fun. But all the moderators will be invited. All the Patreon supporters. What you got here? Oh, this is the swirl lines on a 35. I feel real bad about those dark doo-doo spots. This has these polishing lines left in. If I can get this to focus right, you'll be able to see kind of concentric like rings on that. Yeah, CJ had one. And then I came across this and said, yep, that's like they took a wire brush in there. The A-list. Yeah. Also some content creators that I think are qualified to start talking to them and say, hey man, why don't you get in here and watch this? All right, there's two die chips. One is in the mid-mark. She said the BIE is an important variety, enough to start a whole website about. I think you ought to record, you know, die chips in the date and mid-mark. That's why that's in there. Okay, this is like a variety box is what this is. Large date, die crack, DDR, maybe. Here's a spike head. RPM. Now there's a neat way to get some kids into the hobby. And if you're not gone, well, you can give them to them directly. So much the better. You know, every year, Christmas, summer vacation, he comes up for a visit. Hey, I got a Ben Franklin $50 for you. Next time he visits, I got a Walker. Next time he visits, a Barber, right? And if he cleans out the garage, you throw a bust half at him, and now he's getting into the realm of wow. Oh, here's some wow for you. It's a eagle, and that's got the doubling across the bottom. See how thick the top of the 2, 0, 1, and 9 are? Yeah, I can't decide. Is it a master die? Is it a double die? Master hub, perhaps? That's in there. Oh, that would take a roll. No coins? Hey, it's for your grandson, man. You gotta, you know, as you get older, the kids matter more. They really do. I like to spend time with my nephews and stuff. But you try to teach, you try to educate, you try to give them values. And let's face it, you spoil the hell out of them the older you get. 1952D, chip and a crack in the 9. Okay, off the bottom of the 9. All right, that stays. But geez, each year you give the kid another something. Okay, these are all varieties. Another BIE. What's this one? I don't know what that is. There's a BI. This must be the BIE box. Die polish. I collect the dumbest stuff. I don't know what this stuff is half the time. DDO eyelid. Okay. Here's. Oh, this is part of it. This has to go in the teaching. Yeah, I had this out for teaching. Here you have a 2005S proof, right? And you'll see a different. Where's the other one? Okay, there's one. It's over here. There's the other one, right? So here, they're the same design, but this one is kind of wore out. Check out the stairs on that. You can kind of tell the stairs are there. But in earlier die state, it's sharp, and you have every step. Same darn date, right? Here it is, 2005S, 2000S. Stigmatism. Let's clean them off. Well, there's a coin project for everybody with kids. You don't have to be a collector. You just have to like to spoil kids. You have to like to inspire them and give them something. And you could set up a package like that, you know, like $100, a little bit of everything. And each year, you slide something over to the kids. I really want to teach my kids on my channel, but YouTube has basically taken that option away. Young people, young adults, because when is somebody do you wake up and, oh, today I'm an adult? Can you legislate maturity? Yeah, YouTube's got this thing with the kids. If you set your channel to just for kids or specifically for kids, they're going to run you through the ringer and give you the old mustard test. And if you don't pass that test, you're in trouble. 13 and under. Okay. Well, the best thing to do, really, if you want to avoid all that hassle, is don't make videos for kids. Don't target kids. Really, in coin collecting, 10, 12, that's about the earliest start date. They can still watch your show. They can still watch your content. Right? But there's put in a search for kid channels, you won't show up. But if a kid is interested in the hobby, he'll find your channel, hopefully. But don't go and target the kids. Okay, where's the coin class stuff? I need those 82p. There's large date zinc, large date copper, small date zinc. All right, here's a box. Boxes everywhere. Then I gotta have a tag right there. Yeah. Class. So I can mark it and label it just for, teaching props. Yeah, you'd love to get to the kids and teach them up. But you got all the freaks out there that want to get to the kids to feel them up or whatever the hell. No, dude, that's not, they don't have what you're looking for. Get the hell out of there. So we have to protect the kids. Look, I'm going to blow my nose. Look, I got no problem with protecting the kids. Really, I think you ought to spoil them rotten, spend time with them. Some of my best memories are not with my parents. Well, okay, some with my parents, but with my grandmothers, my great-grandmothers, all the grand old guys. They're all gone. And close my eyes so no sudden noises. I beg your pardon. It's not that my grandparents even taught me anything. It was the time they spent, right? I mean, I would give up all these coins for one breakfast with my great-grandmother, right? These grandchildren, they're going to remember that. Mine also, I was shot shoot you an email of what I got. There you go. But people are finding out this COPPA thing. It's probably just going to get worse as YouTube tightens up these controls, these requirements, these specifications. It's as if YouTube is going to broadcast regimen. Look, we're a bunch of hobbyists talking about old pennies, right? Should we have the same requirements and standards as network television? Because that's what COPPA is leading to. What, we can't swear anymore? Because I'll have to scrub. I'll just have to delete most of my videos. Oh, that'll suck. There's a lot of work in some of those. What, do you go back and watch each one and try to hit the the edit button? No, just take them down. Well, that's what it comes to. You're gonna offend somebody, so everybody else has to adjust for the one person who's offended. What's this? DCR 41S, small s. Let's look at it. You understand there's two different mint marks used in 1941. There's a large S and a small s. And a large S accounts for about 9% of the population. Okay, DCR, that's going to be a die crack in the reverse. If I can find it, let's see. There it is, over here on the right. Oh, that's pretty minor. No matter, we'll record that. There's Dave. There's Shumar. Jesus, Jeff. Jeff got him a job, and he's been working for like 6 months straight out. No fooling. What do we got here? Oh, here you go. Get one of these for your grandkid, right? When he's 22, you throw him a lathe lines. There you go, kid. There's one you probably won't see. I mean, there's lots of coins out there. You see them for a little while, and then they disappear. Where's all the 96 W Roosevelts? People are holding on to them. Where's all the 2009 nickels? They're clutching onto them. Konica RPM 5. Oh, we looked at that just the other day. 2004 DDR statue. Okay, that's a minor DDR. Well, geez, if you got a grandkid and he's 3 years old, put together a bunch of stuff for him, and ideally you give it to him every year, right? It'll pick up hopefully some value between now and when you give it to him, so you get it at a discount, which is great, and you can kind of carry the hobby for a little while for them until they can take it over. I've only been working for 3 months. Well, it only seems like 3 months when you count by paychecks. When you're at work, each day seems like 6 months. Man, oh man, what do you got here? Okay, there's a Morgan. Here's a bunch of empty sleeves. What's this? I can't see it. Okay, it's a 59. And is generally, what you got there? I can't see it. Well, it seems like 6 months for us because we've been without you, man. All right. Here's one. Put together coins to give to your grandson for his sons and grandsons. See if he can hold on to them, right? Maybe he's 22, we'll sell him to pay the light bill. Well, you helped him out, but what if you could put together a generational set? So you teach him the story about the coin, and he can later teach his grandchildren about the coin, saying, my grandfather gave this to me specifically to give to you. Now, how's that for a legacy to pass down? That's something you can do with this hobby. These things become heirlooms a lot of times. There are coins that enter people's hobbies and they stay off market. They stay in a family. They pass from generation to generation. Some of these old coins have been passed down for 200 years, right? I don't see anything special about this except it's a little bit spotty, but kind of red. I'm gonna look at the head. What was going on there? That's what. Jeff would like to see this. Yes, please. Looks like a crack and chip. Pretty minor, I think. It's too much magnification. But what if you could make that a thing in the hobby? I'm not seeing it here. I think the light's playing with me. Eyeball? Nope, that's just a 1959. Pretty red. There it is. There. Okay. We put that together in a batch. Now, you can support this channel through PayPal. Paul says, I've been collecting for years, but I've never finished a book. Man, just finish one, right? Jeffersons are easy. That's the easy one. The worst part is going to be the 50 P and D, the 39 P, D, and S, and some of them silvers. That's the easy one. But you get a sense of accomplishment when you complete a set. 1901 Reverse Clash. Let's look at this one. Seriously, you take it to the next level when you complete a set. Some of them are a little hard, right? A set of wheats, a set of Lincoln cents. Dude, you need 350 of the darn things, and you're still not done because what? Does that include every mint mark, every variety? No, that'll never happen. That's a clash right there. Where's my... Where do these picks go? That totally went. Right, but there's a sense of accomplishment when you complete a set. Okay, leave out the major varieties. Here it is. This is the clash, and these are the feathers on the front of the Indian. That's what that is. That's a great spot to find those. Any more? Any nodes? No nose. The stuff I collect, there is no book. Write the book, man. What's that? Soft doo-doo. Okay, the feathers. Any clashes in there? That may be a little clash right in there. Yep. Okay. That's a keeper. Collect what you like. You never finish a book. No? That's all right. Hey, if you want to get into it deeply and get every coin, every date, every mint mark, and start getting into, varieties, sure thing. I've seen people, all they do is collect damaged coins. Okay, value isn't everything. To some people, value is everything, but it's not everything to everyone. Okay, there's a 2007 P. Satin nickel. There you go. Ta-da! It's still in the original mint holder. So you can't blind yourself with it. It's actually the plastic bouncing the light off. Okay, that goes in the holder. We'll get that out of here. People that collect only coins with marks on them, like counter stamps and stuff. What's this? Okay, that goes over here. That's that panda. Come on. Alright, this will be up for sale. That's delicious. I love the way they did the pandas on these things. Some people just collect coins because they're cute. Hey man, whatever floats your boat is fine with me. Looks like it's 10 pi. What's that say? AG 999, that's an ounce. And you have the Towers of Hanoi, and it says eat our sushi, it is the best. 2018, that'll be for sale come Friday, Saturday. Reverend says, okay, I will get to it in the next couple of days. Have it out to you early next week, he says. Me? Yeah, okay. Where's the blue box? Right there. What's this? Oh, that's the class. All right. This will go. You want to collect every week? Some of them are going to start to get tough. They're going to start to get tough. Those early estimates, they're going to be tough on you. All right, this one. That's a sale box. 41 with a lamb. How big a lamb? Lamb obverse, it says. Oh, that would be it. Pretty minor. Kind of looks scaly as though. Well, if that's your thing and that's what you want to collect, go ahead. It's okay with me. Look, even if you don't collect the valuable coins, it just makes it easier for me to get the valuable coins. All right, that can go. Oh, here you go. What do you do? What do I do with this stuff? Huh? Call Indians. What? Just put them out and whoever wants them for, you know, take them. What do you do? Use them for giveaways? Okay, that's an Indian with a crack. Yeah, they record the Morgans that have a crack on them. Why not the Indians? They're just as sweet. Okay, there's a repunch date. Reverse crack. I don't know why this is here. Oh, look what I found. I'm always looking for this. There we go. Look at this. This is the only coin I have from when I was a kid. My mother gave me that when I was about 12. This coin. When I went to college, she took it back. Okay, well, she passed away a couple years ago. My sister found it and sent it to me. So I've been around this one for 40 years, this one coin. And it's picked up a lot of toning. It used to be a lot whiter. But boy, it's got all the detail. You got to see the edge. I love the edge on this thing. It's got a lettered edge. But wait. Let's go. It's a raised letter edge. You don't get these very often. Those babies are raised. This is a gorgeous coin. This is a Maria Theresa Taller. And they're made in Austria. Look at that design. Leaves and swirls and swoops. And this was turned into a necklace. My mother actually wore it. So she wore it at my sister's wedding, for example. Okay, that was 77. She gave it to me a couple years later. And it says something, I think. I got to read it more. There's a neat one. It's raised. They bump out. Yeah. Okay, they made these way back in the day, right? But rather than keep redesigning the darn thing, they just said, that's good. Keep making them just like that. And they had a standard silver coin. The X right there by the date, it means it's a restrike. This was probably made in the 50s because my mother was down in DC and she picked up a couple of other coins that would be in that area. There was one from the USS Constellation, one of them ships. So it makes sense that this would be around there. So probably around the 50s because she was in DC in 60, 62. So anyway, they turned this into a standard. It has 3/4 of an ounce of silver total content. So they kept it. They kept it exactly the same. They're still produced today, right, with the same design, the same darn date, the same X, the same letters on the edge, only really brand new and shiny. Whereas this one has this decades of love adding to its character. Look at those, would you? Yeah. She was not one for looks. Wow. Wow. Okay, I've been meaning to get this into a holder and put into the box that says my collection on it. David and Yoko. Email. Yeah, you might have trouble posting your email in the chat. Well, that's okay. You can go to the Facebook group, the YouTuber coin community. It's the whole idea of setting that up because we can post photos and stuff in there and keep on, discussing stuff after a show ends. There it is. That's my collection. Okay, that's a crack on that. All right. And these are just, what, blank? Empty. Yeah, that happens. What's in here? Oh, a couple of 1908s. Another empty. I'll put this in my collection because I think that's where these go. Why is there tape all over this? Well, good. There's one more done. Next box. $1905. Places lousy with Indian pennies. They're everywhere. Okay, what were we talking about? Oh yeah, those coins, those old coins. It's a bison. I got all kinds of bisons around here. There's a 1930 with some wood. Here's Frank's bag here. There it is. That goes to Frank. Yep. Oh, there's a package ready to go. I had started to produce a couple of these packs, $25 packs. So that's number G5. That was like a week ago. I'll have to look that up and see if it sold. I doubt it. Yeah, bad ad according to the email demon. Yeah. We're going to see lots of changes on YouTube. They don't always tell you, right? Sometimes they reset everything. You come on in, you think you're monetized and you're not. Streamlabs does not monetize your video automatically, so you set up your Streamlab, then you go to your channel and set up the monetization separately if you want to do that route. Sometimes it'll reset your time. I've seen that on bunches of channels where all of a sudden it says, on in 6 hours. Huh? Yeah, they're in Greenwich time now all of a sudden. Here, this is what I'm talking about. I'll get all these coins around here. I mean, they're everywhere. What, 1914? It's not a winner. It's kind of wore out. It's tired. But somewhere there's a 10-year-old who would love to have a penny that's over 100 years old. All right. We'll put that in the packet out box. Let's see. 1940 dime. What's special with you? Huh. I know what's special with that. Okay, I'm taking the wrong one. Okay. No, but every time you see your grandkid, you give them another coin. And you can go forever and never give them the same one twice. What if it makes them visit you? Wouldn't that be nice? Let's go visit Grandpa. Yeah. Every time I saw my grandmother, she'd give me beet greens. Man, I like beet greens. So that worked out pretty good. Okay, there we go. There's another box ready. What is this? Empty, empty, empty. Those are new flips. That must be my flip box. All right. These are going. Ooh. Look at these. Ooh, baby. You're going to like these. Huh? Canada $50. 80% silver. Oh, Jesus, howler. Real sharp one, too. What the heck is going on in here? I keep asking that myself. What the heck is going on over here? Where the hell are my pants? There's another one. So you get dueling howlers. Oh, okay, those will be up Friday or Saturday. Those are ready. That can go. Okay, what's the next one I had to do? Not that one. These? Oh yeah, then there's that row. A lot of these, no, that's not that one. That one, that's the box that goes into my collection. Okay. I'm forever sorting these boxes. All right, what do we got? Another lathe lines. Okay, 1910S. Oh, that's a nice one. They live in Alaska, AK, AL, Alabama, AR is Arizona, no, AZ, AR, Arkansas, AK is Alaska. We live in Wyoming, Wisconsin, Washington. Oh, that's a handsome piece. That's one of those splotchy woods. Yeah, see, this would get auctioned. It's 1,000 miles that makes that, wow. Let's go see grandparents. It's not so easy. 1,000 miles. Next month we go there. You got a camper and you travel that way. Or something. You drive, fly. Canada doesn't want me to come around again after that incident. Okay, 10S wood. That goes for sale. I hate to part with it, but I got so many. Yes and yes. Here's that farthing. That stays in my collection. That's the only farthing I got. Little thing. Here she is. Queen Victoria. And that's the old style farthing with the Britannia on the back. That's 1899. Yeah, I wanted one. So I got one. I said, yeah, get a decent one. I don't know what I paid. A couple bucks probably. 19 dimes. 19 for difference. Oh, there's that's the die chips on the nickels. You see these up above the letters, and they're oftentimes over the right side, like above the zero here. Not quite big enough to call it a cud. A little bit of a chip. Kind of a neat place to have those. That goes in the variety box. All right, what do we got? $50. $50, and why is this out of its home? 69D, okay. Well, it would be a neat thing to do. One more coin every time you see him. Maybe he wouldn't understand it until he's, 7 or 8. I like cool stuff when I was 7. There's dust on there. Looks okay to me. Yeah, let's get that into a holder. There, I got a piece of paper. Man, I got everything. That last time ruined it. What happened last time? Snow, sleet, rain, storms, volcanoes. It's Alaska. 1995 S. Proof. Then I got these pieces of paper that don't fit nothing, so I got to trim them. Why is my life so complex? There. One more for the pack to go out of here. Yeah, I could do like some wheat packages, some Lincoln cents. So you got wheats and memorials, proof groups, dimes, nickels. Apparently $50. What's that one? 67. What's this one? It's a 2009. It's in a mint holder. That's a satin. Okay. Good. Marathon. Be lucky if I can stay awake. Just joking about driving through Canada. Well, they got them polar bears in Canada. They'll swallow you whole. Them things are like 14 feet tall. That was a 2009. What? D. Satin. My grandmother had a little wooden box, and not quite a jewelry box, more of just like a box you put things in. Had a painting on the top of it, you know, this like this big. Yeah, like the size of two of these put together. Had 3 or 4 cubbies in there, and there were Eisenhower dollars in there and some bicentennial Kennedys because she worked at she worked for a magazine company and was doing like bookkeeping or something. And the route drivers drive and deliver up, you know, magazines and newspapers and comic books and Reader's Digest and stuff, and come back and they'd have envelopes of cash, and she'd be recording, you know, who paid what and how much they owe. Okay, so what's that? Accounts receivables. And she worked at a magazine company, and she'd get these weird coins, and she'd just kind of sneak them into her desk. I think she kept the books right and, you know, paid for the darn things. Oh wow. Oh wow. There's Sam the Eagle. E plevibibus. Bavum. Bavoom. Yeah, that's a handsome piece right there. So that's a silver round. There's him. Oh, we use this for a quiz one day. Oh wow. That's a delight. Look at the chick with the wings. All right. That goes back here. Okay, there's a die chip. Keep that. And that's what the box was. And for years, you know, every now and then we'd open up the box and look at these old coins. 56D lamination on the reverse. How big a lamb. Nothing great. But that would be ideal for that oddball batch, right? Who was it last night that was asking for, you know, what would it take to put together a set of all these different, you know, minor errors and varieties? There's a Clash. Oh, there's the lid to that 2009. All right. Chips. Another one. That's at the die chip on the R. Hold still, can't you? There it is, right over the R in Liberty. Somebody records all those? Yeah, that's me. All right. Chip O the 0. And somebody sent those, and I don't remember who. 28S for the Clash. What's this going to be? I bet you it's right above the, right below the chin, or an EPU. That's where you usually find these clashes on the buffaloes. It's like under the chin, there. That's actually kind of an EPU, but it looks like it's pretty distorted here. Yeah, there you go. There's some clash marks. That's the hump of the buffalo. No, that's his head up in here. Kind of looks like he's got an extra feather. So flip that over. No, it's the beard of the buffalo. Might be a bit of a clash here somewhere. I'm not seeing it. And this is a clash mark. Get the buffaloes, right? And you get this extra meat on EPU, kind of a V shape, kind of a triangle shape. That's a chin on the front. Okay. That was pretty worn and unremarkable. Somebody will take it. Okay, try this one. Read the post above. Paul, still no go. What is your channel name? Last time, which one? Just joking about driving through Canada. Oh, oh, P, H. I understand who PVJJH. I've seen that on the big show. I don't know who it is. I just write it down and said from PVJJH or PJ somebody. Well, whoever it is. Oh, now I know who that is. You don't get that much chance during the big show to talk one-on-one with the people, which is why I like to do these late night, just yak all day type of things. Here's a 69 Kennedy. What's that one? Another one of the dyed ships. A 68 D. All right. Well, it would be a 68D, wouldn't it? Okay, that one goes to the big show. Yep. 1901. Chubby. Putting on the varieties. What's that? 1947S. '62, maybe an RPM. 24S. 1908, reverse crack. Well, the record of those VAMs. There it is. It's not a crack. Okay, we got this bit, which looks like a crack right there. But I get this slash, which you know what that is, baby. That's got to be a staple. And that lines up perfectly with this scratch. But this is raised. Let's look at it this way. Let's go straight down. Okay, it's not perfect, but it's well lined up and does intersect the rim. So I got a die crack with a scratch on it. What sinister evil did this? All right, we saved that one. Boy, it says found a 1922D in a parking lot. You're darn right. Now, how many wheat pennies do you have? How many do you have? Are you working on a full set? Do you have a collection of specifically wheat? So you're filling a book, filling the dates, or you just have a bunch in the corner over there? RPM number 3. All right, there's another variety box. Die crack. Union head pennies. Oh, we got all kinds of stuff over here. Retain cut reverse. That stays. Reverse lamination stays. This is I don't know what that is. Merc. There we go. What's this? Die gouge in the bottom of the T. T and what? Trust? Oh, okay, that'd be that. Well, that's a spike head that went the wrong way. Variety box. Yup. Man, it was nice when I was a kid and you find that, you know, an older wheat that you didn't have. Jeez. Here's a proof quarter. Get that out of here. that first set, putting together that first set, getting the book filled was always a challenge. What's this? Die cracks. All right, some empties. What's with all these empty folders? I take stuff out, look at them. What's this thing? Electronica RPM. I have a war nickel? Apparently so. Go to an RPM. All right. We'll keep that. It was a challenge first to get the book filled, even if they were junky ones. But what a treat it was when you find one in a roll or something. GDO and the, oh, that's that funny one. We'll hold on to that. I used to shovel snow for Mrs. Fenno. She was a sweet old lady. She gave me $4 for shoveling for 4 hours, and some cookies. I'm gonna take out her trash, and she gave me like, 2 quarters and some cookies. What was that? There's no label, no tag, so I got to check it all over again. That looks right and tight. So I take my $2 and I shovel for Mrs. Minsky and Mr. Minsky. Mr. Minsky had it figured out. He had Mrs. Minsky pay me. Looks normal to me. Okey-doke. And that was his mother. Imagine your mother paying to shovel out your... Well, he was never home, is what it was. So he gave her like all this cash and said, just pay the guy to shovel. Hey, there it is. Look, it's a Henning. I look for this all the time. That's a Henning nickel. There it is. Look at the R in pluribus. Here's a Henning. Let's look at this one. You get this guy who faked all these nickels. This is a Henning. The guy's name was Henning. I don't know, Dave Henning or Steve Henning or Kevin Henning. I don't know what his name was. It was Henning. I could look it up though. But the details. See how soft all the details are here? Right? Nothing really sharp and crisp. He made his own planchets. He made his own dies and stamped out like 3,000 bucks worth of these nickels or some god-awful thing. Did you see that? Look, there's no mint mark here. And this is what got him busted. Was a coin collecting club back in Pennsylvania said, hey man, these 1944s don't have a friggin' mint mark, right? And they got these other features like they're really soft, and some of them have these particular, die markers on them. And this one was common to several of these dates because they did them for a few years. Is this little hole in the leg of the R. Huh. It's a fake. But it's a famous fake, which makes it famous. And these things go for like $100 bucks. What years were they? That's in the database. I have to look that one up. I have to pull up the database here. There it is. Okay, the Henning nickels. What, 5 or 6 dates? I gotta find memorials, shields, dimes, dollars. Did I go buy it? Nickels. Alright, shield nickel, V nickel, Buffalo nickel, Jefferson. Okay, the Hennings were, you write this down. Oh, there it is. It's over in that column. Okay, 1939. Right? We got that listed as S-var number 1. Because it's not really a die variety if it's a fake. Right? So we have this one heading, we call it S-var. Right? Like instead of WDDO or WRPM, we use S. And we just give it var. It's kind of a variety. Okay. So, and Henning goes in there because it's, well, it's, it's in the Jefferson Nickel series, kinda, because it's kind of a famous thing, but it's not mint produced, it's a fake. Okay, 1944P, that's what you see right here in front of me. 1946P, 1947P, And there's another one, I think. Here it is. 1953 P. That's what I got. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 dates. Okay. 1939 P. 44 P. No mint mark. 46 P. 47 P. 53 P. That's what I got. How do I get back over to the chat? There it is. How do you find this? Okay. These are good for, like, you know, good money. 44 is easy. No large P, and it's got the bit with the R, the leg of the R. The big pit in it. Francis Leroy Henning of Ariel, New Jersey. That crooked bastard. Yeah, they caught him, they fined him, they threw him in prison, but not until after he had thrown all his nickels into some river. So every now and then, people go down and try to fish him up out of that river. They're not finding him. Is it an old wives' tale? Is it Oak Island in the Pennsylvania River? Probably. What's that? Oh, come back up here. 60D, double die, don't know. Save that. 58D lamination. Now, that can go. Oh, I'm in a good box. We'll look at that in a minute because I still got to finish my story. So I take the money I made from Mrs. Fenno and shove on up the Minsky's. Mrs. Minsky was such a sweetheart. She was always, she fell on her stairs and broke her hip, so she always needed help, right? Oh, shit, there it is. I've been looking for this. CJ sent that. All right, from CJ. Wintertime, she hardly ever left the house because of the snow. But we helped her out all the time, dude. If there wasn't snow, if there's snow on the ground, we had days off. It was wonderful because she knew she ain't going out of the house, and we knew it too. So we could, you know, do other things, which is great. But the rest of the time, when there was no snow, yep, if she had to leave the house, she needed help. She's on the phone. Can you help me? I have to get to my car. Sure, because it's, let's see, we go across the street. It was the Bakers, then the Cummings, then that gray house behind them. And then Mrs. Minsky, or was there another? I have to look this up. Let's see, let's go to the screen. What was was she the second or third house in? All right, let's look at the map. Dum-dum-dum. Okay, this is, what is this? That's Florida. All right, we'll go to Maine. Here's Bangor, Maine. There's Broadway, so there's Center Street. That's Center Street. That's the park. I'm over here. Montgomery. Kill this. Look at that. Okay, so this was my house right here. This is the house I grew up in, right? Dum-dum-dum. It's changed a lot. When I was little, this tree was as big around as my fist. That's the house. Had a big yard. Okay, across the street, that's the Bakers. All right, yeah, I think they're behind the Bakers. So I jump on my bike, come up the corner, look both ways, wave at Jack Long. This is Tina. That's the Savages. We go up. No, that's the Savages. There's that gray house. I think they painted it. Yeah, it's green now. Who would paint their house green? Yeah, she's the second house, and this is Mrs. Minsky's house. Right here. Isn't that cute? They painted that too. It used to be white. Yeah, but I shovel here, the front, out to the walkway, so she could go to the road, and then the sidewalk over to the driveway, the whole damn driveway, and she had a little walkway in the back with some stairs. But, you know, geez, it's across the block. We just jump on a bike and go help her. Only took a minute. Let's see, how do we do that? There it is. So we're north-south again. Go to 2D, So this is my house right here, right? And this is fenced. The bakers had a good fence, so we couldn't really cut through so much. And this is Mrs. Minsky's right here. Well, looks like somebody added a pool. Wow, that was a long time ago. This was, wow, 35 to 40 years ago. I think she's dead now. Let's see, I gotta find my way back. We get the chat. Go home. There it is. A good box. Look what I found. I look for this every now and again. I can never find the damn thing. It gets around so much. It's kind of tore up. It's pretty tired. It's a beater, man. It's a flowing hair scent. It's a starter flowing hair scent. There's an oldie. Yup. And here's where you can tell it's a 1794. Look, she's got a hat behind her. Scope. There it is. See the hat? Ta-da-da-da. There's the hat. It's her thinking cap. There's the rest of her. These are just delicious old coins. That's a half cent. Oh gosh, it's damaged. It's got corrosion. It's got pits. It's sore. It's beat up. Looks like somebody took and did what do you call it? The date thing, the nick a date on it. You're not gonna get the date out with a nick a date. Right? Look at the edge. This is I love this. Can we see it? Let's go to the beginning. Where's the beginning? There, 2. See how it's bent? Flattened out. 200. We'll get back to this in a minute. 4. That's an F over there. 4 a dollar. Is that a fish? It's a half cent. Right? Here you go, 100. This is a key diagnostic here. Is these spaces between the letters here. There's large letters and there's small letters. This, because I can fit the entire E between the R and the E, this is a large letters. This is a rare coin. I still have to do some more homework on it. That's a peach, that one. Well, kinda. It's a rotted peach, but a peach nonetheless. So I take the money I make from Mrs. Fenner and Mrs. Minsky and Mr. Minsky and whoever else we shoveled and toiled for. They didn't have child labor laws back in the 70s. And I go downtown on my bike. Sometimes I just walk or take a bus in the winter. And I go to one bank, because downtown you got all these banks all together. And I go to one bank, Incuse MD, that's a class thing. And I get rolls of pennies. Right? And I sit on the curb, on that ice cold goddamn curb, and go through every roll. Right? And I go across the street, roll them back up in the same rolls, go across the street, DDR 9. All right. Take them in. I'll be one roll short, but I can get like 3 rolls of nickels. Can I get 3 rolls of nickels for all these pennies? Why, sure, young man. I can't even read this. What the hell's that supposed to say? Oh, I know what that one is. I've been looking for that too. That's a double die. See the date? How big and fat and knobby that is? Yeah, that's a goodie. Oop, broke it. Go through the nickels. And I find a silver one here, in 30s. I used to have rolls and rolls of 38 and 39 PD&S. Just rolls of them. But you got to realize, 1979, 1980, 81, these coins are only 30, 40 years old. 30, 40 years old now is been new pennies when I was sitting there on the curb. No fooling. You put 3 of them together, you get a 3-cent nickel. 6. Well, they're copper though. You want to trade? They better be nice 3-cent nickels. So I was coin roll hunting back before coin roll hunting wasn't invented, because I learned, you know, you can just pull wheat pennies out of circulation. Just go through a lot of pennies, you're good. Anyway, finish up the nickels, take them back to the first bank, trade them in for, because I'd go, they had a lobby upstairs, right, on the main street level, but then you go down some stairs outside to where the drive-up window is, and that's downstairs, and they got a walk-up window, see? So I get my pennies down below, take them across the street, because there's banks everywhere, get the nickels, bring the nickels back upstairs, so I'm inside, it's a little warmer, right, and say, can I get some pennies? Why, sure, young man. What's this? A BIE? It's a pretty minor BIE, but it's a 74D BIE. Have you got one of those? Yeah, it's pretty minor BIE. A little bit of a dyed chip trying to form, just starting to form between the B and the E on that one. Yep. Then I take those, go through them, go to the next bank down the street, get more nickels. And I keep this up until, you know, darkness falls and the banks close. And people start saying, are you lost, little boy? No, get away from me. Here, I'll help you find your home. Get the hell away from me. What's this one? It's nice 64. What's that one? I got some 36 double dies here somewhere. I wonder where those went. That looks kind of normal. Look at the eyeball. Here's one. Cover your desk with loops. You can always find one. So I had steel pennies, an occasional Indian penny, buckets of wheats, all kinds of nickels, every shape and flavor of nickel they had. But I never went beyond that because, you know, I find a quarter. You can't go through quarter rolls. You'll be broke in no time. What, are you going to get another roll of quarters? That looks pretty normal. Let's look at that again. Well, I couldn't afford to collect quarters, even at face value, because, you know, you lose a couple of quarters, that's junk. You find a couple of quarters, you take them out of the rolls, you quickly reduce your turnover cash. There's that screwdriver. So I stuck with pennies and nickels because I could afford that. A lot of times I'd come home, you know, my pockets are full of these picks, the stuff I picked out. There's a Snow 2 Indian. There's that weird 54. Right. And there's nothing in that. Ah, another box. Good. Next. Nationalities. Okay, this box is, oh, that's all these. All them satin nickels I got. Okay. I can keep those with these. Let me put those kind of together. And this one is full of varieties. Making a label for the box. Real easy. V&E. This box? Yep. Now I know what's in them. Ken, was you able to get any books in that link? No. No, you know, I like to snipe, and I missed the end of it. I was so disappointed with that. Some of those are good books, you know, $2 a piece. What'd you pay for Judd 8? $2. I'm gonna take a moment and go use the restroom and get some rest. All right, there we go. Well, there'll be more books. Okay, let's see. That's a B&E. That's in place. I suppose it's in here. Oh God, I haven't gone through any of those. They're quarters. All right, armrest failure. It's just a towel. That's my armrest there. A person needs an armrest when they talk like this all the time. What, we got 11 people watching. Make sure you hit that like button if you like this sort of thing. Okay. So those will go. Oh man, I got more of this stuff. No tags. All right. See what we got. Aha. But it's not how much money you have to buy coins to go through when you're searching. It's how often you can turn it over. There we go, 87S. All right, good. Because I could turn, you know, pennies and nickels 5 times in a couple hours after school. So, you know, I'd go through $10 worth of pennies. It was wonderful. Don't like that one. Don't like that one. That one looks good. Then, you know, we have a really good snowstorm. I'd go downtown with like 15, 20 bucks. I go through coins for a little while and I come home hauling $10 worth of pennies. Now, nowadays you get these $25 penny boxes. Back then it was $10 at a time. All these cute little boxes. They were real handy. Okay, I'm going to put them in this box. Yeah. But they weren't as, you know, big as these $25 boxes we have nowadays. Just these little dinky boxes, but they had lids. That was handy. That's my problem. I cherry pick something to sell, and when I get it, I can't sell it. Huh. Give it time, man. What do you got here? Another one. Ooh, it's nope, New Jersey. What if I have this? I don't think I have many proofs in my collection of quarters. 99 New Jersey. All right. I'm still trying to build a set of quarters. Where'd that 87 quarter go? Yep. Where's my collection? Oh, this is getting out of hand over here. There, that's better. Okay, Buffalo Nickel, is this an RPM? It wants to know. Big question mark on it. I like it too much. Man, I feel your pain. I don't offer die varieties for sale very often. Very rarely will you see me selling, you know, double dies and stuff. But, well, it's good to put some of those out there. RPM? Some of this dark shit needs to go away. We got something here. But boy, that's awful thin through there. And the right point, it's kind of square. Then you have this sudden angle, and then it's rounded over the top here. Let's look at it. Where's that loop? That ain't no RPM. Anything else I gotta look at? $35D, I want to look at the back real hard here. Normal looking buffalo. Okay, not an RPM. Well, keeping all those varieties, because I got boxes and boxes of varieties around here. That's enabled the database to progress further. Really, it's a good thing we kept them, because now we need to take all these photos. And that's in the outbox. Die crack rim, 12. That's a V&E box. Right? No, that's a V&E box right there. So the quarters, I got to keep some of the quarters. Oh, okay, I do have more. Good, I got more 2015. This is probably from me. Okay, I don't have more. Yeah, I'd set aside some of the 2015 S's. Apparently for me. Okay, this is a personal box, it looks like. Yeah. Yep, that's another broken one. 97 die crack variety. What's this one? Why is this in here? Okay, why is this in here? It's got no label. Well, it's got a label, but nothing written on it. So now I got to figure out why this is in here. What's a pretty penny? Ooh, it was a pretty penny. the eyeball. Man, that's crap. Yeah, spotty. That's the cell box. There it is. Okay, I think this whole box is stuff I want to keep. Here's a buffalo with nothing written on it. Nothing. No, straight up and down. 20p, pretty wore out. Big clash on it. All right, so what was I saying for a story? Need the rest of the years. Everybody collects in a different way. I've taken lately to go for more types. I like to get more types. I got plenty of series, and some of them have a lot of progress to them. I finished a set of wheats. I was happy with that, kept it for a year, then sold off the good ones, paid the light bill. Okay, these are keepers. Now I want types. And I made a lot of progress on those. But dude, you'll never be done with either large, date, die chip, and liberty. Well, it's a constant state of becoming. That's frosted. That's milky. Make that go away. This chip. I know what these are. These are varieties. Some proofs. Oh, I love the 64s. I got a bunch of 64s in, and they just look so nice. Real frosty, not cameo, but real frosty ones. Let's see, I hope that's on the outside. Nice frosty proofs for 64. Not cameo, but frosty. I don't know if I want to keep this one or not. All right, I'll leave that in the collection box until I can decide otherwise. So what do you guys collect? Do you go for a set, a complete set? Do you collect just something specific, like coins with nails in them? Because everybody collects something. What's this, a $50 for 2002? Don't know. D. Reese needs the rest of the year, so he's collecting a series. That's less desirable, that one. Not every coin over here is wonderful. What does that say? Nothing. 99S proof. Miner struck through reverse. Let's look at it. Oh, it's a wire. You get these coins have been struck through these bits. Looks like a wire. I think that's what it's. It's either that or it's on this holder. Let's see if we can get that out and look at it. Miner strike through. Yeah, see, that's frost. That's frosty across the whole darn thing. That thing right there looks like a Marburg virus. That struck through some sort of filament. It's a piece of wire. That's all that is. Okay. Yeah, that's kind of thing I'd keep because I'm funny that way. Oh, there's what the rest of the S quarters. Oh, okay. I've got like Washington. No, yeah, Washington, Mount Washington. I got like 1 or 2 of the 2015s remaining. I got a set of the 5, but they're being reserved for. That's waiting on payment from somebody. UFOs and errors and varieties. Canada 20 cents Woody AU. Oh, look at this. Where'd this one come from? Canada. 1920. Give me some focus, can't you? There. Some real fine grained wood going across that. Pretty darn good shape. Look at those leaves. Those are sharp leaves. On the back. No, the front. What do we got? Okay, AU. So I'm looking for dots. Yeah, I got separate dots in the top in that crown down the center. And I got full lines across the crown, left to right. And this wonderful grain. That's a Sharpie. I had the 15S. Got 2 sets from you. I'm at the rest of the years. I'll hunt them down, by God. They're not easy to get all of them at once. Okay, where's the V&E? Oh, do I keep this? Do I keep this one or put it in the? We'll put that in a special group and offer some neat ones and let them fight for it, by God. Yeah, there are. I keep saying these woodies, right? I mean, this is just an old penny. It's a Canadian penny. Let's see, where's the pictures? There it is. Right, but it's in great shape. For AU for 1920, yeah, a U.S. coin in AU would be a delight. And you get this beautiful color to it, which we'll never focus on. All right, but they sparkle a lot of times. They have character. These are the ones that will light up your collection. It's going to make people say, it's going to draw their eye and say, hey, look at me. Because they got this iridescent kind of a thing going on. Well, not so much iridescence, but definitely character. Yeah, that's a lot of grain to that. And you can get these sometimes for nothing, because people don't know about them. They don't understand them. They don't have the market for the darn things. And it doesn't strike them as something that, hey, I should keep that. Hey, I should really give that a second look. I found some gorgeous woods over the years. And the people that take to them, it's like a fever. And once they catch that fever, they're on woods. They will stick to those woods and collect them and get them and improve them as best they can. But the high contrast, vivid colors, and they go one of 2 ways, right? People gravitate to the very fine grain or the big knobby ones, right, where it's like 3 stripes or 4 stripes across the coin. I kind of like both. I like the fine grain on high grade because those are magnificent. And I like the big blotchy ones in medium and low grades. Canada, 50 cents, no, 5 cents, BU. That's out the door. Here's a Big Mac coin somebody sent. I said, you need a Big Mac coin. Okay, there, I got one. That goes in my personal collection. That's what this box is. 1932, keep that. Yeah, here's those other two 15S's. What's this one? No, next days. What's that one? 2015S. Well, you gotta have them all. Them state quarters, you want to get into those. How many are you talking? 50 states. P, D, S proof, the Satins, the silver proofs. It's like, come on, what are you doing? You're killing me here, U.S. Mint. There, I'll keep all this stuff. We'll mark that as personal. Here's one. Oh, it's a brown box. I can just write on it. You couldn't write that in one line? All right. But get into those woodies. People like them. Once you stop, you can't stop. There's no getting away from the woodies once you get the bug. Once it bites you. There. Oh, yeah, that's personal box. All right, what is all this stuff? What do you suppose is all this? Huh, here they are. This old pile of 2013 S White Mountain quarters. And I mean a pile of them. Okay. Clearly I took the roll, put them into flips. Okay, good. We got them. We'll have those ready. All right, let's fold them up. Need more room here, I think. Yeah. Okay, what? I'll stick them in like this. Who's UK? UK coins forever. How you doing, UK? Where you from? Upper Kansas? Urban Kentucky? UK. Great Britain. Should that be GB? Do they call it UK over in UK? Over here they call it England a lot of times. Doesn't really matter what they call it. You show a map of the U.S. to a bunch of Americans, they can't pick out their home state. Which one of these countries is the U.S.? And they got a picture of North America, and they go, I don't know. Oh, it's disappointing when you see that sort of stuff. Okay, we got a bunch of these quarters. Oh, that one broke. Thanks for nothing. So I do one of these in most packs. Maybe give them a choice if need be. All right, I'm on break. There. Now we can talk. Everything, trying to get a set of all modern coins. Man, that's a feat. Some of these dates you got your business strikes, P and D, right? 2009's neat because you got 6 quarters, you got 4 pennies, 4 penny designs, and they're in P, D, proof, and satin, right? So you need what, 20 different pennies for 2009? That's just 2009. Some people go to the mint sets to put together, you know, a set of moderns. And that usually works, but once you get into, you know, after 2005, 2006, they start going up in price real quick. Time you get to 2012, you know, you're looking at 150 bucks for a friggin' mint set. Because after 50 years of suffering with the mint's packaging and poor quality, they finally stepped it up. But by then, well, people, oh, good, an extra claw and an Alaska quarter. A lot of people just got so darn turned off of years and years and decades of just poor workmanship. They stopped buying the mint sets. Where is it? Okay, right there in the lowest claw. So their sales dwindled. You know, there it is. Little die chip right there, but he's got an extra claw. It looks like you got a broken finger. So their sales dwindled. Well, that's what's going to happen. What? Don't you know anything about economics? You think the government would know something about economics? Yeah, there's that one that broke. Let's put that in another flip. All right, let's get these used flips in their own box. That one. It's a constant process of reclassifying everything. And this will last until I need the box for something of greater priority. Or empty it. No. But for the coins that I keep around here, right, have them ready for the big show and whatever I'm doing, I reuse the flips. I ship them out on a new flip because they ought to have that. Keep up a good appearance and all that. What the heck is this? So you give them a new flip. Because don't you hate it? You get the flip from somebody else, a cardboard flip, and it's been stapled 17 times. Somebody took out the staples, changed the coin, put more staples in, broke one off, fixed that. They got 37 things written on it, scribbled out. You know, you see, it's been on the market for years because it starts at 10 cents. You know, and then that's scratched out. It's got a quarter on it. It's yellow. Part of it's tore off. You know what? You ain't got a nickel or 10 cents for a decent flip? Hey man, that's the way it works out there. Well, give them a decent flip. It's going to make you look good. If you're a seller, put your coin. Oh. Well, look, a greaser. Put your coin in a new flip when you send it out. Is this rocket science? Yep, that's what it says, greaser. Hunted. No, they don't they reuse that flip for 30 years. Okay, well, I understand a lot of people don't have the cash to invest in, you know, 5,000 flips and cycle everything out. But when you're putting your reputation and your name on it to a buyer, invest that nickel or 10 cents in a new flip and turn on your buyers. Show them what you're made of. What the hell does this say? What does this say? What the hell is this? Okay, sometimes I play with these things. Isn't that 70? It's not. Okay. Empty flip. We'll take that out. Spend it. Seriously, you need to make a good appearance with these folks. What's that say? Oh, it says 2018D spiked head. Anybody know whose writing that is? Blue, is this your writing? I don't know. There it is. Spiked head starts up above the E at the rim, goes through the E, down through the bottom, across to the head, comes down. And it seems to get lost right around here, and there's a die chip down below it. What does it turn? So it comes down here and then turns. Yeah, that is you. Okay. Well, I still have it. All right. Good. Why didn't it say? Doesn't say blues on the back. Okay. Well, I found it. Yeah, I can write from blues on it now. Yeah. So I'll get that in the database, and we'll write down coin courtesy of Blues Coins, or your real name if you prefer. All right. That works. There is no coin in this one. Now, I don't mind reusing packaging, especially if it's just there to absorb a blow. But their coin and the holder that they receive should be tops. You know, maybe the coin ain't tops, but at least the holder could be tops. Give them something that's worth looking at. 2013 S, uncirculated quarter. There you go. What is all this stuff? More than 32s. Yeah, we do all kinds of quarter packages. 32. What's this one? North Carolina. Die crack, obverse rim to 8. Obverse rim. That one. There it is. Goes from the nape of the neck to the Q, through the Q to the rim. All right, the great spot to find them is at those neck points. Set that in the variety section. Get rid of this. I just super glue the corner of the app, just as effective. What also works, you get some paint, you dip the coin in the paint, you drop it on the paper, you let it dry for a couple of hours. Dude, that thing will ship anywhere in the world. No problem. You put like a piece of towel across the whole thing. That thing ain't going no place. 2002 LA. LA. Los Angeles. Lower Albany. Okay, I'll check. I think that's my collection. 95. Die crack. Die chip. Die chip. Extra claw. Come on. Die chip. I just clean out the desk, and whatever box is handy, that's what I stick it in. But I'm getting better. Stuck through junk. Ooh, here's a sneezing horse. Chip. DDO in the hair. Die chip in the neck. There we go. What's this? Oh, I've been looking for these. I got these bicentennial proofs. A little dusty. The coins look okay. All right. Let's get rid of that. What are all these? Another one. Here's a 91, and we don't know anything about it. It's 91, lightly circulated. What the hell? I have to look at it now. You never done the paint mail? Dude, it works great. They try to send it back saying it's damaged. Ain't no damage on that coin. Scope. There we go. What am I trying to find? What's wrong with this quarter? Maybe a little surface, but that'll, you know, you can dip that in turpentine. It'll come right off. Move this out of the road. What's on the front? 1991. Oh, it's got these weird, both sides of the neck. You get these polish marks. Kind of heavy. That's what that is. Okay, so it's an anomaly. Do I keep it? Apparently I do. All right, we'll mark that as polish marks. Coin captain's here. Good thing. Yeah, we're going through some coins, and I'm trying to pick out the stuff that's going to be sold. And we're going to put together some $25 packs for Friday, maybe Saturday too. Now, was that a 96D? 91D. Yeah. And we're finding some neat stuff along the way. These coins I ain't seen in years popping up here. I'm going to smoke one. Okay, so we got this thing we're doing Saturday, me and Shay. We're going to have an invite-only stream. Where's home? There we go. We can talk and look at those. We're going to have an invite-only stream because we got to talking and discussing what we're trying to do. And I'm thinking this sort of thing, if we left out a few particular details and projects, would be ideal for the folks that want to get, learned up on what the hell we're doing behind the scenes. And we got this Patreon account. What the hell is that? Let's see if I can find that. There it is. And a screenshot. But there it is. So we'll get this Patreon account set up to, well, try to do some fundraising because we got about $2,000-3,000 into this setting it up so far, and plenty more to go. What was that? Did we have the XFR machine up there? No, that'll be a couple of $1,000. And effectively, the promise was we're going to give you, first offering for special purchases, and we got another one coming up, some more Eagles, and looks like the price is going to be right this time. We're going to have supporter-only videos and articles. Now here, that's what we're doing Saturday, is a video just for the supporters. It'll be me and Shay talking about all the stuff we're doing. We got a whole business plan we can go through, and we're putting together an outline of discussion topics. It'll probably go for 2-3 hours. There's no such thing as a 5-minute conversation with Shay Hoffmaster. We'll do some pre-ordering materials if that's possible, but I've been promising to give him a video for the the behind-the-scenes look at what the heck we're doing, right? And here it is. Shay Hoffmaster and myself will be holding a live update and discussion of the database and other projects, tentatively scheduled for Saturday. Only Patreon supporters will be able to view the stream. Okay, and we're going to extend it to the moderators on probably both our channels too. Let's see. Because we have to give that some attention. You saw the post? Yeah, we're talking about it over at one of the projects we're trying to do over in Cajuns. Let's see. Is that up here? One thing we're trying to do is this. Let me see if you can see this. We're looking at this. Wait for it. Okay, we're looking at this sort of thing. We got this channel, and this was set up 3 months ago. Just, well, to get the feet wet and get stuff on so we can have a reference to start with. It's the Coin Community Network. And here, well, we're going to create a common channel where several people who are qualified and competent and approved are able to put up videos, right? You got my channel, your channel, his channel, her channel, their channel. There are hundreds of channels out here. We see that in the video directory, and a lot of folks don't have 1,000 subscribers. They're falling short. Maybe they don't give it all the attention they'd like to. It takes constant work to build a channel, to build it to success where you're getting actual monetization, if that's what you're looking for. Me, I get paid every 3 months, for Christ's sakes, and I'm on pretty steady. Okay, there's the chat. Wait for it. I'm gonna find my way. Okay, we'll just stay on the channel. I can smoke easy. Okay. So what if you could create good quality content? Now it would have to be approved, right? People are going to look at it. You post it on your own channel first, so people can look at it. You leave it as an unlisted video, and if we like it, we can put it up on this channel, and that comes into send the video over. We're going to add the intro, add the outro, and put it up in public view. And this is information, right? It's the difference between a large and a small date on a 1982. It's explaining the 19S mint mark SRPM number 2, right? Where we get into the detail. I can open that up because this is my video, so I'm not copywriting anything. There you go. There's your intro.
Hello.
I'll mute it. And we come in and talk it up and show this penny. There it is. Right? But now, instead of doing your channel and getting 50 views, if we have several people, and probably a bunch of people, pitching in on this one educational, instructional channel, it's not for chatting, it's not for, live stream, yakety yak, right? It's not for selling, it's for getting out information. Real simple, a single, dedicated, educational channel where people know that they can trust that the information they get is correct and accurate and presented in a manner that works. Right? It's complete information. We're not saying you can find this in pocket change. Right? Or these 1910 S's are easy to find in your pocket change, because they ain't. And give them realistic figures on values, population where available, the diagnostics to correctly identify it, because so many people are not yet up to the task of being able to correctly identify their coins. And now you have a bunch of people that are involved, all promoting the channel. Right? And the person whose video this is, who produced this video, he'd be able to put a link back to his own channel down here. That'd be the easiest thing to do, right? This episode, hosted by Ken Peavy, visit this link. Right? But it's kid safe, but it's not directed to kids. So we're able to get around all that COPPA stuff. This is for adults, coin collectors and stuff. And here's a simple description. We have hashtags involved, so we're working the search engine, and we figure something like this should get thousands of subscribers, and each video that comes up, if we can do one a day, it should get thousands of views. So whereas a small channel might never make any significant amount of cash on their video, we pitch in together. We could do some really impressive stuff. And that person who puts out a video once a month, here's a way to really get your name out there. Meanwhile, you can have your sales on your own channel, your auctions on your own channel, your chat 'em up all night on your own channel, your long in-depth shows on your own channel. This is meant to be quick and short. This is 5 minutes and 37 seconds and talks about this coin. Here's the values on the top grades for this particular variety. Right? There's cross references to copper coins, Wexler, that other one, Konica, Variety Vista. Here's a coin on PCGS's site right here, and this is the top specimen. You get a lot of these shows that put out a coin. They said, look for this coin. It's worth $17,000. They don't tell you that it's the #1 top grade. What I do here is go through the values from low, medium to top grade. What is the all-time record? 19,000. What's this one good for? $30. What do you look for? So there's a thing we're working on. I gotta find this coin too. It's somewhere on the desk. But a community educational channel is in the works. I gotta find you here. There it is. Morning, Coin Monkey, Coin Junkie. Did I say Coin Junkie? Yeah, that's it. And we'll be talking about that. But there'll be, you know, a format to follow for that sort of thing. Saw the post. Cajun told me, subbed it tonight. Good. Yeah, I saw we picked up I don't know, 20 subscribers. What are we at? 35. When was that, 18? Yeah, it was at 18 this morning. Now it's at 35. That's how quickly this sort of thing can escalate, can build. So now you put a video up, it's going to get a whole bunch of views. Well, a whole lot more than this one did at 87. Let's find my way. Oh, I am home. There it is. I got my screen back up. It's lost. It may be. It may be in one of these boxes. We might just come across it shortly. We'll never know. But that's one of the several things we're going to discuss is how could I make my video? How can I make my video and get it posted on that channel so I can get monetized? Well, it's going to be a collaborative effort. Really, rather than compete with each other for subscribers, why don't we join together to get a lot of subscribers? There are coin channels that have 50, 100, darn near 200,000 subscribers. If we could put out good quality information on this one channel and it's accurate, it's complete, right? It's not misleading, good information that's useful to collectors. Can we draw in more collectors from the outside and actually give them the information that they need and want and that they're looking for and craving? I think we can do that. And some of these other channels, they get millions. We're talking millions of views. What could we do with that as a collective team? Let's work on it. Jeez, you get 1 million views, that's like $4,000 or something. $3,000 to $4,000. Well, the producer of that would get the lion's share, but we want to have a sort of a kitty to work with. And no, it's not for giveaways. It's for the next level of project we want to get going. And believe me, there's a whole series of projects out there. But there is one of the opportunities we've been talking about for these past several months. We've been spending so much time getting the database worked up. We've been neglecting getting the site in order and promoting the endeavor and telling people about how they can get involved for personal gain and to promote the hobby. A little bit of everything in there. So what do you think about that? Script. Do you write a script and fill in the blanks? No, we need some free form because each host of a show would have their own persona that they would bring to it. Some were kind of dry and quiet. That's okay. Some are kind of nuts. Well, that's okay too. There's a little bit of everything in the hobby. But there are enough subjects to cover in a 5-minute show. We could effectively produce shows without end. I mean, every die variety would need one, right? The pickup points, the die markers, how to identify it correctly, what it's similar to, what's it worth, right? All the errors. Gosh, we can go on forever on this stuff. And we put together this library of information. And the best part is the videos are always up there, and you can effectively build this income that just keeps on going. You make one video, but you get this repeat income for, well, until forever, I suppose, until YouTube stops being a thing, until computers are obsolete. But a lot of folks, they're never going to get 10,000 subscribers and 50,000 views. Well, if we work together, we can get that. That'd be a heck of a thing. So that's one thing we're working on. If you want the rest, well, you have to be invited. Now, all the subscribers to the Patreon channel would be invited. All the moderators to my channel would be invited. All the moderators to Shay's channel would be invited. I still got to get a hold of CJ, because he's kind of in on the behind the scenes work on that too. What's this one? 76. In Nevada. That's a proof, so it's not a pooper. Okay, here's one in a plastic bag. What is that? All right, put that up here. Be right back. Need coffee. Lots of coffee. Me too. I was gonna eat more, but I gotta drink coffee because I scorched my noodles. Man, I'm out here taking some notes, and oh, the noodles! I burned them the hell up, man. It stunk up the whole house. What a shame. All right. Oh, that's what this is. I was trying to figure out what the heck's going on under his chin, under his hat, and the boy had something somewhere. Maybe in here. That's what it was. But I could not decide. And this is probably, I don't know, a year ago, maybe 2 years ago. That sounds like the scorching of the noodles. Man, you know you're in trouble when you scorch your own noodle. It's what is that on her head? Tell me her head is not twice the size. Look at this. She'd have to have a head like this big, right? Because there's her forehead, and then she got another 6 inches of head. And that's just not right. Immigrants. Number 72. There you go. What's in the basket there, little girl? Okay, I don't think this is anything, but it's in good shape. All right, let's put in a flip and compare it to what I got. I'll put that in the personal collection. It's her. She's not facing down. She's looking straight at the camera. So you look at those freaking zombie eyes. She's looking right at the camera, thinking, I'm coming for you. Look at that evil face. Seriously, you look at it straight on, it looks like she's nice and a pretty girl from Romania, judging by the hat. But you get the light just right, she turns into a freaking demon. She got freaking fangs. Poison. You watch them, folks. She's a goddamn cone head. That's right. She put pillows around her cone just to hide it. Just hair? No, man. She's a freak. She's coming for everybody. She's going to eat your babies. Kick your dog. Say the worst things about your mom. Okay, here's some more White Mountain S's. Okay, this would probably be the rest of that roll. Let's separate these out. Mountain, 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 mountain. Folded. I don't know what that one is. Oh, okay, stop. You got too many hands going here. Okay, there are only 3 mountains in that batch. Maintain low tones. Dude, that's not me, that's for sure. Time for a new steady design. For quarters? Why not? We've had 112 different quarters come out in the past few years. What's wrong with the eagle? Really, I liked it. I grew up with that eagle. Bring it back. All right, 2015. Chips in the sword handle. Yeah, I know about those. 2003 crack at 7 to neck. Right. You don't get too many die cracks on quarters, so that's why I saved those out. My extra claw. Oregon proof. Oregon proof. Yeah, I get a bunch of those. You see these proof quarters, they go in for $2.50, $3. They get a bunch all at once. I got $1 for them. What's this? Die chips. Oh, that's in the trees. Yeah, when these first came out, I was finding the hell out of these. On the right side, that's my thumb. There, right up here. A big fat die chip in the crotch of that tree. And I find others, one down here. And every now and then you find them in this branch. That's at, I don't know which one that is. Ozark Riverways. Well, they got a lot of bees over there in the Ozarks. Yeah. So we record them. I want Lady Liberty back with an eagle resembling the Stone Mountain reverse. A big perched eagle? All right. Write your congressman. You better hurry, because the cost of making these coins is going up, and they're going to stop making them. They'll just issue a plastic card, and that'll be your coin. Die chip. Die crack. All right. Need more blanks. Oh, there's that gorgeous one. I love that one. It's my favorite. Oh, there's a double die. A burst trails. I'll have to look at that one in a second. 2010 extra claw. Double die. That's a die chip. A lot of writing on this one. What's this? Frederick Douglass chips in IGWT and neck. Yep. Bottom of the neck. All right. Kind of unremarkable, that one. Okay, what's this one? Is this a Sneezing George? Yep, that's a sneezer. Did I show you this one? There's George. It's on a quarter. All right. You got the that weird effigy mound thing going on the back. What happens when you clash that? You get the Sneezing George. Those little bumps, that's the grass on the other side. So it looks like he's got boogers coming out of his nose. And there's some more back up here. And sometimes some down there. Ta-da! The Sneezing George. I've got 2 of them. When the cent goes, so goes the dollar. How would the cent go? Would they tell us ahead of time? Right? Would they give us warning? Canada got rid of their penny and said, "Oh, you got to send all your stuff back to the bank." The bank, they got to send it back to the, back to the Royal Mint. And that's a law, and that's, the government wants their, they'd pull to Canada. The government wants all their copper back. Now, would they first make these zinc cents and start recalling the copper coins? Because it's not all the pennies they want the copper cents. Wouldn't it be better to discreetly keep making the zincs and put some, industrial sized Rydale sorters in the the Brinks company where they do the rolling. I think that'd be the way to do it and recover their copper without saying a darn word until so much of it has been recovered that it doesn't really matter if they recover the rest and just let them. We're not going to outlaw the penny. We're just going to stop making them. That'd be a sneakier way to do it, but they would be able to get that copper back without telling us. Just dilute it with zincs, recover the copper with a contract from the companies. They don't have to say a thing to us. I think that'd be the way they would do it. What the hell's this? That's a personal box. Yeah, I was talking with Shay about that earlier. You know, we talked for hours. That's the way I would do it if I was a government. Why make it a lot? Just go and get the darn things. And to heck with the governed. They don't need it. They still have pennies. And just keep making those nasty zinc ones. And I know we're down to what, 30% copper at this point. Last time I did a census on a box, $25 or 30%. I wonder if that's still up here. Bear with me. I'm going to look that up. When was that? That was probably 3 years ago when I first started the blog. Okay, 2017? Wow, I thought it was earlier than that. Okay, let's go through this. Blog archive. How about, well, let's look at February. Whams. Cams. Thank you, ma'ams. Going hunting. Symbol coops. Nope. What's this one? No FG. That's early. But I counted how many coins of what date. Did a whole census in a box. Well, it's not really a statistically accurate sampling. It's just one box. Let me see if I can find it here. Oh, there it is. Okay, try March. Okay, second opinion, what's going on, valuable coins, let the hobby, what's it worth, reference set, deep search. Nope, try April. It was like 30% copper is all that remained. Okay. Nope. I need to work this blog more too. Let's go to July. Nope. I wonder if it's in here. I think this is where I put it. Yep, it gets quiet. Bear with me. Trivia class, look-see, coin blog, social network, small, large, friendly. Had to be that first year I did the blog. No, I think I went by it. Let's go back to March. Maybe I missed it. I bet you it's in here. Okay, it's part of. There it is. Okay, results. Yeah, it wasn't a post all by itself. It was part of another. So we did a search and we took all the pennies in a box of pennies. I think it was just one box, and counted up every coin by date. Right. So we got memorials. Here we go. This is what we picked out of that box. It was up here. There's a couple of DDOs, a couple of DDRs. some minor stuff, but 95 BIE, which is real nice. Memorials, we had 3 from the 50s. Well, that's going to be 1959. So 2,500 pennies, I got 3.12% were 1959. We had 66 from the 60s, 176 from the 70s, 318 from the 80s. Well, okay, some of those are zincs, but there's my coppers, is, you know, those 3 right there. So let's go through here and we can break it down by date. Okay, and I decided that the 1982s, we'll just skip those and call them zincs. So how many were? There it is, right there. The copper, 59 to 81, was 12%. Only 12% of the coins in that box were the coppers. Are they already taking out the copper and not telling us? 12%? Well, okay. It's been, what, 27? What year is this? 10, 20, 37 years we've been blighted by these zinc pennies. Yeah, they can be diluted pretty well, especially when you got some of these years that, you know, how many billion have been produced. Just billions and billions, and this is replacing hundreds of millions. So yeah, you can dilute those real quick. And I meant to compare the population figures here with the actual mintage figures and see if they bear out a relationship, right? But not the teens. What are you looking at? 36.2% of your coins, and this was in 2017, so it's even further diluted. It's probably down to, you know, like 11% by now. That's shabby. The copper coins are disappearing. Are they simply being diluted, or are they being specifically removed? Okay, I got this over here. Let's find it. Video. No. Checklist. I can never find this thing. There, coin inventory and checklist. Okay. Let's go to cents. Did we go past it? Yep, we did. Lincoln cents. There, we got 518 billion have been produced. So if I come down here and I collect 1959, which is this line. Okay, this is going to have proofs in there, but that's a pretty small amount. Really small amount. I take that to, let's see, 2017. Let's go through 2016 and get a total here. 2016 PD. And we can leave out the proofs. It won't matter. It's too small. What's my total? It's in the bottom line over here. I can see it. I don't know if you can see it, but we got 476 billion, 762 million, 307,056 pennies produced from 59 to through 16. Okay, let's collect that. Select all. Okay, I can now paste that in here. Where's the 59? That's 59. So there's my total coppers. What the hell did I do here? Where's my keyboard? That didn't work. Find the calculator again. Can I just copy this? Copy. Paste. There. Now I want the percentage, give me the total of 59, which is going to be 59 P and D, and it doesn't matter, the proofs are nothing in there. And my total here is 1,890,000, clear, 1,891,773,582. There. Copy that. There we go. So then I do a simple little formula, equals that, nope, that, over that, and hit the button. What the hell is this? Divide per, what? All right, let me, come on. Equals that over that. What the heck is this? Oh, it's text. I see. All right. That went in as text. I hate this computer. Let's give it an actual value. Let's take these. So there's your 59s. There, a number. Okay, let's take all 59. Come on, through. That's the wrong, oh Christ. I grabbed the wrong column. There. Let's collect this up and come up with a percentage that we should expect if it's based on mintage. And that's through 2016, right? There. Now, there, I should have 0.3%. Now let's multiply that by 100. There. 0.39%. What's my actual for 1959? Wow, I've totally lost it. Where's the button? There it is. What? Okay, something's wrong here. I seem to be in some sort of a... There. Okay. Back to the blog. The actual results were 0.12. So I'm missing a third of my 50s memorials, right? Have they taken them, or are they just lost to time because they're 50 years old here? Let's do a more recent one. What we put in? Let's do the 70s. Okay. 70s. Because not so many of these will be lost. We'll go through the 70, there, that. So we'll get the 70s. And this would be the same number as that one. Okay. So equals that over this. We should expect 16.9%. Where'd it go? Times 100. We should expect 16.9% of the pennies out there to be 1970s. This assumes all the wheats have been picked out. And our actual results were 70s. We're 7%. We're missing half of our 70s pennies. Where the hell's the copper, guys? That's what I'm saying. All right, let me go back to here. There. Let me catch up on the chat. Wow, they're talking up a storm over there. Oh, Mike White showed up. Check that center for extra bricks in the basement window. The Shield got an artist a promotion. He's like the chief artist now. I'm waiting for, I don't think the penny's going to be here in 5 years. Room on Facebook is April 2020. It could be that fast. It's costing them too darn much. The shipping is a bear on them. It's not so much the cost of production. There's the staffing. There's the machinery. Most of the coins we produce are pennies. We take away the penny, it's like 2/3 of all the coins being produced don't need to be produced. There's a lot that goes into just the penny. How'd you like to lay off 1/3 of the mint staff? Get rid of 1/3 of the distribution costs. And geez, you're making better seigniorage off the nickel, dime, quarter anyway. Okay. Canada has to melt copper to make their bills. Could be. Keep the lights running. More than that of the common years of 90%. Let me catch up over here. They're being displaced by the hordes of zincs. Yeah, they're being displaced, but we included all the coins being produced, including the zincs, and the percentage that should be out there. Well, you're going to lose them over time, but it appears to be a portion, only half. But it's funny because it's half in the 50s, half in the 70s. Pick out the best and spend the rest. That's right. I'm doing a date and grade set for the common stuff. Most is just pocket change. I don't expect to find the 59s past VF. You can get them. You can get them sometimes. You get some shiners that stop in. You get some AUs. Ducats. Don't copulate, Shylock. That's true, I suppose. The program copied the end of the function, not the number. Okay, yeah. Well, I fixed that. It's a number again. I also would like the cent to be an Indian Princess Liberty head. Make those in gold. They did the gold mercury dimes, the gold. Was it the quarter there? Did they do gold walkers? I think they did. And those are gorgeous things. Give us a gold Indian. That'd be a pretty nice collectible. Gold old coins. How about a gold commemorative draped bust half cent? Man, they'd make 2,000 of those and call it good, and still be almost as many as they got, actual draped bust half cents. So how many are there? I had that figure. Wait for it. I'm going to screw up the screen here real soon. I can tell. There it is. So draped bust half cents. We'll go back to the screen. Nope, missed it. There's your draped bust half cent right there. They got 9,000 survivors. If you did them in gold, right, they'd sell 50,000 of the darn things. And there would be more of the commemorative gold half cents than there are actual draped bust half cents. And they could do that and make good money and give us a coin worth looking at, right, instead of this junk they're peddling all the time. I like the moon. That was a good one with a footprint. That was pretty decent. There's the chat, and there is home. What is this? This is a chat from somebody else. This is the chat from Cajun's stream I was in earlier. I don't like the precedent those gold special issues are doing. Is it a novelty? Are they just putting out coins as a novelty? Absolutely. Government needs to raise money, so let's make some more marketable coins and push them on people, because those collectors gotta have them, and they'll spend the money, and we'll take it from them. Well, hey, it pays the bills. Yeah, we keep the lights on in the Capitol building. That's what the numismatists do. All right. Well, look, I've been going for 2.5 hours. It's 4:30 in the morning. 2.5 hours is a pretty good marathon, I think. But I'm starting to wear a little thin. Government needs to balance its budget. You know, one thing, 3 things you don't want to talk about in a coin channel: politics, religion, and abortion. So we'll just leave it right there. I think we can bash the mint, though, because that's our particular department. Less remakes of older designs and just have a damn nice, decent new design. I got no problem with that. Well, who do you replace George Washington with? Who would supersede Abe Lincoln on a coin? Lady Liberty. How about just an eagle? Give us an eagle on the front. They did it with a penny once. That worked. Bring back that buffalo. That's a fantastic coin. Right? How about a turkey? That was supposed to be our national thing. How about the Liberty Bell? There's all kinds of different things we could put on our coins. Yeah. How about just one of those triangular hats they had way back in the day? You know, a snake that says, "Don't tread on me." Yep, that'd be great for coinage. Okay, guys, I'm going to take off and go do my thing. right? Which is usually going in there and lying down and staring at the ceiling for like 4 hours. So you guys stay groovy. We'll be back. Oh, and I'm gonna start doing an end screen here, which right now is still the same as the start screen. I could do this one and then fade out at the end.